Hello learners, how are you? I hope all of you are well. Today we are going to solve fractions and exercise 5.2, and I am going to solve question number 1. Question number 1 is too simple. We have to represent the following points on the number line, and the question number A of 1 is 1 by 3. Now to represent it on a number line, just draw a line from ruler and mark a point 0 and draw, since denominator is 3, so draw 3 equal segments and then mark 1, and then another 3 equal segments and then mark 2. Simple. Now count 1 from the 0, it will be 1 by 3. Simple. Question number B is 1 by 4. So to represent it, just draw a number line similar to the question number A and mark a point 0, and since denominator is 4, so draw 4 equal line segments and mark it as 1. Now we have to represent 1 by 4, so count 1 from 0, it will be, this point will be 1 by 4. You have your answer. Simple. Now question number C, to represent 3 by 4, just draw a number line and mark 0, and since 4 is in denominator, so draw 4 equal line segments and then mark 1, and another 4 equal line segments and then mark 2. Now since numerator is 3, so count 3 after 0 and it will be 3 by 4. Now I think remaining question of 5.2 will be solved by you easily. So we are going for exercise 5.3. To solve the exercise 5.3, we have to build up some basic concepts of proper fractions and improper fractions. Actually, in proper fractions, numerator is smaller than denominator. So if in a fraction numerator is smaller than denominator, then it is known as proper fraction. For example, 2 by 5, 2 by 7, 9 by 10, etc. Improper fraction is inverse of proper fraction. That means in improper fraction, numerator will be greater than denominator. For example, 6 by 5, 8 by 7, 10 by 3, etc. And also just carefully observe the number line. If numerator is less than denominator, means if it is a proper fraction, then number should be lies between 0 and 1, because if you count here, then it will be 1, 2 and 3, that is 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4 and so on. That means if there is a proper fraction, then it will be lies between 0 and 1, and if it is improper, then it will be lies after 1, because this point represents 5 by 4, right? So if numerator is less than denominator, then numerator is less than denominator, then number, that is fraction will lies between 0 and 1. And also if numerator is greater than denominator, then the fraction then the fraction will be greater than 1. Now we are in position to solve all questions of exercise 5.3. So we are going to solve for exercise 5.4. Now for exercise 5.4, all you need to know what is mixed fraction. Actually, mixed fraction is the fraction which is the combination of whole number and a proper fraction. Means it is a combination of a whole number and a proper fraction. For example, 2 1 by 3, 2 plus 1 by 3. By taking LCM of 2 and 1, it will be 2 into 3 plus 1 by 3. Since 1 into 3 is equal to 3, so it will be 2 into 3 plus 1 by 3 means 6 plus 1 by 3 become 7 by 3. That imply 2 1 by 3 is equal to 7 by 3. Let us consider a question which is 5 3 by 7 and we have to convert it in the form of improper fraction. Then it will be 5 into 7 plus 3 by 7 is equal to 5 into 7 become 35, 35 plus 3 38, 38 by 7. Simple. Now there will be another type of question in which an improper fraction is given and we have to convert them into a mixed fraction. For example, it is given that we have to convert an improper fraction, that is 37 by 8, into mixed fraction. Then just divide 37 from 8. Then it will be 8 4s are 32 and 37 minus 32 is equal to 5. So write quotient 4 and then remainder in the numerator and divisor in the bottom, that is denominator. So the answer is 4 5 by 8. Simple. Now we are in position to solve exercise 5.4. Question number 1 is convert the following improper fraction into mixed fraction, and the question number A of 1 is 18 by 5. So we will divide 18 from 5, then it will be 5 3 is 15, 18 minus 15 is 3. So the answer is 3 by 5. Simple. Now question number C. Question number C is 25 by 3. So divide 25 from 3, it will be 3 8 is 24 and the remainder is 1. So the answer is 8 1 by 3. Easy. Now question number 2. Question number 2 is convert the following into improper fraction, and A of 2 is 8 2 by 3. It is too easy, as we know that how to convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. So it will be 8 into 3 plus 2 by 3. 8 3 is 24 plus 2 26 by 3. Simple. C of question number 2 is 7 3 by 20 is equal to 7 into 20 is equal to 20 into 7 plus 2 by 20, and 20 into 7 is equal to 140, 140 plus 2 142, 142 by 20 is your answer. Sorry, it is 3 here, so it will be 143 by 20. Question number 3, we have to represent the following fraction on the number line, and the question number B of 3 is 2 1 by 4. So we are going to represent it on in the number line, and it is too simple as we have done it earlier. So just draw a number line and mark 0, and since denominator is 4, so we will draw 4 equal segments and then mark 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, again 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, again 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3. Just look at here, 2 is whole number, so draw at least till 3 in the number line. Now after to count 1 by 4, to count 1 by 4, it will give you the number, that is 2 1 by 4. This is your answer. Or else just to verify, you can write it as 4 2s are 8 plus 1, 9 by 4. Now count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is your answer. Simple. Any doubt? I don't think so, but if you have any doubt, then message me. Now question number 4 is, draw the number line for each group of the following fractions and locate the fractions as point on it. And B of 4 is 1 by 6, 1 by 3, 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 5 by 6, 6 by 6, and 7 by 6. Now just look at the denominator of all the given fractions. They are different. There are 4 fractions having 6 as denominator, and 2 fractions having 3 as denominator, and 1 has 2 as denominator. So we are going to take LCM of 6, 3, and 2. And since 6 and 2 is divisible by 2, so we will divide it from 2, then it will be 2 3s are 6, and 3 is not divisible, so we will carry it, and 2 1s are 2. Now 3 and 3 both are divisible by 3, so it will be 1, 1, and 1. Now LCM will be equal to 2 into 3 into 1 into 1 into 1, but 1 is the multiplicative identity, so there is no need to write 1. Hence it will be 2 into 3 becomes 6. Now 1 by 3 equal to 1 by 3 into 2 in the denominator into 2 in the numerator as well will be equal to 2 by 6, and 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2 into 3 into 3 is equal to 3 by 6. Here I am just converting the denominator equal to 6 to match them, and 2 by 3 is equal to 2 into 2 divided by 3 into 2 equal to 4 by 6. Okay. Now 1 by 6, 5 by 6, 6 by 6, and 7 by 6 all has 6 as denominator, so they no need to convert them. And to represent all of these, just draw a number line and mark 0. Now 6 is in the denominator, so we are going to draw 6 equal line segments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then mark 1, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then mark 2, again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then mark 3. Now 1 by 6 will be this point, 1 by 3 will be equal to 2 by 6 will be equal to this point, 1 by 2 will be equal to 3 by 6, and this will be this point, and 2 by 3 is equal to 4 by 6, so it will be 1, 2, 3, 4 this point, and 5 by 6 will be this point, and 6 by 6 will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 this point, and 7 by 6 will be this point. Simple, too easy, right? Now I think all questions of 5.4 will be solved by you easily, so we are going to solve exercise 5.5. To solve exercise 5.5, all you need to know about equivalent fraction. Equivalent fractions are a fraction that is same of another fraction with different denominator. For example, if it is written that 2 by 3, then it will be 2 by 3 into 3 by 3 is equal to 6 by 9. That implies 2 by 3 is equal to 6 by 9. This means 2 by 3 and 6 by 9 are equivalent fraction, and we can write it as equivalent fractions, and we can write it as 2 by 3 is equal to 6 by 9. Simple. Let's take another example, 15 by 20. Since 15 and 20 both are divisible by 5, so we can divide both numerator and denominator by 5. That implies 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3 and 20 divided by 5 is equal to 4. That implies 15 by 20 is equal to 3 by 4. Hence 15 by 20 and 3 by 4 are equivalent fractions. Hence 15 by 20 and 3 by 4 are equivalent fractions. Now we are in position to solve exercise 5.5. Question number 1 is find the equivalent fraction of 4 by 11 with denominator 55. So we are going to write it as 4 by 11 is equal to box upon 55, and since as we know that 55 is equal to 11 into 5, so it will be 4 by 11 into 5 into 5 will be equal to 20 by 55. That implies 4 by 11 is equal to 20 by 55. Answer simple. So in the box it is 20. Okay, now I think question number 2 and 3 will be solved by you easily. So I am going to solve question number 4. Question number 4 is the equivalent fraction of 32 by 104 with denominator 4 is. So we are going to solve it. 32 by 104 is equal to denominator as 4 and blanks, that is box. Now as we know that 32 is divisible by 4 by 8 times, so we are going to divide 32 and 104 both by 8. Then it will be 8 4 the 32, 4 by 8 1 the 8, 2 remainder 24. So 8 3 the 24, then it will be 13, means 4 by 13. That implies 32 by 104 will be equal to 4 by 13. Simple. Now question number 6. Question number 6 is which of the following pairs of fractions are not equivalent fractions? And A of 6 is 4 by 19 and 12 by 57. You know that 19 into 3 is 57, so we are going to multiply 4 by 19 from 3 by 3 is equal to 12 by 57. That implies 4 by 19 is equal to 12 by 57. That implies 4 by 19 and 12 by 57 are equivalent fractions. Now you know how to solve question number 6. So we are going to solve question number 7. Question number A of 7 is 2 by 5 equal to box by 15. We have to fill in the box to make equivalent fraction. Now it is quite simple, as we have already done this kind of question. That implies 2 by 5 is equal to 2 by 5 into since 5 into 3 is 15, so there will be multiplied by 3. So 2 into 3 will be equal to 6 and 5 into 3 will be equal to 15. Hence 2 by 5 is equal to 6 by 15. You have your answer. Now I think it will be easy for you to solve all questions of 5.5.